What is going on, guys? I'm back to work on the EE3 again, maybe for the final video. We'll see how far I get. I finally have the correct die for putting additional threads on those screws for the stock, or for attaching the Webley cast to the stock. I've already test fitted it onto the screws and it does thread on. I unfortunately don't have the little what do you call it, the little wrench that it sets into and allows you to really twerk allows you to crank on the die and actually put some threads down on it. So I've got to go pick that up, but it does fit, and that's cool because this is an obscure size. It's for a very old gun. A lot of gun size thread counts or thread sizes or whatever are weird. They're non-standard. This is like it's a number 12, but 40 threads per inch, which is not a standard size you're going to find at your average hardware store. I had to special order it. I ordered the wrong one first, which actually broke before I even got to use it. I was just putting the little set screw in there that allows you to adjust it, and like the top snapped off, and I'm like, well, that sucks. So, but then I was able to just test fit it on, actually it wouldn't fit, so I knew that it was the wrong one. But ordered the correct one, which was one size up, and it does fit. So now I gotta get that little wrench, and I'll be right back with that wrench. Got it. Stops right there. Alright, well, that didn't work. Kind of annoyed, kind of disappointed. I put the threads on there, but it's like they're not getting cut deep enough. It's almost like the screw is in between sizes. There's like a number 10 diameter and there's a 12 diameter. They don't do odd numbers. I need like an 11. And I know the 10's too small. The 12 fits, but it's got a little bit of play. I tried to adjust it out. Doesn't seem to matter. The escutcheon only screws down the same amount. It doesn't go any further, even though I put threads all the way down to here. They're just not deep enough, or maybe the diameters on this. Maybe I'll check this up in my drill press and use a file to like lay down the top or something. I don't know. But it doesn't look like it's cutting nearly deep enough, so I'm guessing even though if I were to shave that down just a hair, it's not deep enough for the threads on the escutcheon to thread down. So I'm going to keep playing with it for a little bit longer, but I might have to find another solution. Doesn't look like it's working, and it sucks because I've already spent, I don't know, 50, no, more than that, probably $70 on all that crap, so, oh well. Alright, to say that I'm a little annoyed would be a pretty big understatement. I've spent too much money trying to get these screws and escutcheons to work, and now I pretty much have to give up. it's not going to work. I'm going to have to find a different solution. I've probably spent like at least $60 trying to get this to work. So it's just a weird, like, in between size. Like, I can't find a die that will put or cut threads into this. I can find the right threads per inch, but it's like, you know, they have a size 10 and they have a size 12. It's like a size 11, and they don't sell a size 11. They only do even numbers for screw sizes, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a professional machinist or anything like that, so I don't know if there's a clever way to do it, but I don't have the equipment to do it, and I've tried to find it and I can't. So I'm almost dead in the water until I come up with something else. But what I can do in the meantime is I can fix the Webley cast, because if you remember, when I put the screws in, they were all like, you know, weird angles. So I'll straighten those, and I can drill the stock. I just can't finish drilling the stock, if that makes sense. So when I drill, I will be drilling for the screw only, but not the escutcheon, because the escutcheon needs a bigger hole, but only partially the way through. So like, I'll be just drilling for the screw. The escutcheon is much wider, and so I'd only drill that whole, that width part of the way through. So I can't do that, and that also prevents me from finishing it, because I don't want to drill and then accidentally, or drill for the escutcheon, I should say, and then accidentally make it too wide, and then you see a little of that wood and it's not been finished the way the rest of it has been finished. I don't know if I want to try and touch that up later. I'd rather just do it once as one piece and done. So I'm gonna do a little drilling and correcting those holes, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna be on hold until I find something else. So if you know of anything that might work, let me know. Shoot me a message on Facebook, shoot me a message in the comments. You can even go to the blog, leave a message there, and I will see it. Anyways, let's get to work. So the next issue I got is this stock. I'm gonna drill some holes in it, but it's not the same thickness. It's a little bit thinner over here and a little bit wider over here. But I've got the perfect solution, and let me show it to you. All right, so just to prove it, I got my level sitting on my workbench. It is perfectly level, but if I go and I move it onto the stock, well, we can see that this end is thinner, this end's thicker, and we gotta fix that so when we drill the holes, they're perfectly straight through. Remember that piece of wood I was testing the stain on that I made, but the stain that was out of steel wool and vinegar? Well, it's a piece of wood that was the same piece of wood that the stock was cut from. So if you notice, it's thicker on one side, thinner on the other. If I stack them, it will be perfectly level. I'll prove it. And there it is, perfectly level. gotta say I'm not real thrilled with where that hole came through. Nothing I can do about it now. Couldn't really tell until I drilled the hole, which sucks. But that might be the right place, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to check some reference photos, but I'm guessing it should be back just a hair. I don't know what to do about that. Hopefully it'll be hidden pretty well with the stain and everything like that when the escutcheon, whenever I find one, is set in there, should blend in with the wood pretty well. So, but just for fun, I'm going to assemble this EE3 for the first time because I have all the parts. I won't be able to glue on the Greeblies, but I'm going to just screw everything together just for fun. This is pretty exciting despite all the difficulties I've been having with these screws and the stock. I'm pretty happy with it now that I'm seeing it as one piece. Very cool. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. This one was kind of a downer. Just nothing worked. Nothing worked. It sucked. Happens sometimes though. But I'm going to keep working on solutions. I'm going to do more digging, more research, and see what I can do. Anyway, check out the blog, propchopshop.com. I got a post on there for the EE3. It should be pinned at the top right now. When you're watching this, who ever knows if it'll be still at the top. It may not. You can leave a comment or something like that if you have any ideas on what I can do for these escutcheons, because right now they're sticking out because I don't have the holes drilled for them. It's pretty uncomfortable to hold this because it just digs right into your wrist. So yeah, tell your friends, and I will see you in the next blog. Pew!